All right, next up. This one should be easy. I'm guessing that all of us are going to have a very similar answer here, but who needs to hit the panic button? I don't remember who's going first. I think it's Fanta. Fanta, you go first.
I mean, the fact is, I think the obvious choice is going to be brought up in this, but it is clear that Vanderbilt is in a real bad way. I mean, under no circumstances should Vanderbilt be losing at home to Temple. Under no circumstances should that be happening. It shouldn't be happening. Vanderbilt basketball has seen such better days than this. And the fact is that that program is going to have a hard look in the mirror at who they are and what they're going to be going forward, because they have really fallen. They've fallen. And here's the thing, guys. The Southeastern Conference is a league that you can't be deep in a hole. You're not getting out of it in the SEC. You're losing to Temple at home. You think you're going to beat SEC teams in your league? You don't have a shot. So for me, Vanderbilt hoops. Jerry Stackhouse just hasn't worked. Like things are not working down at Vandy, and so that's why I go to Vandy, because I think that's a program that has had a higher standard, and frankly, they're just not performing up to it. It is not going well.
I know what you're going to say, Doster, so I'm going to let you have it, but I'm going Virginia. Like, Virginia has just not been very good. There's no other way to cut it. And we knew eventually Tony Bennett was going to have a down year. We just didn't know when, because he's been so good for so long. And eventually it's going to catch up with you. I think everybody agrees with that. But here's the crazy part about it is they're still playing their same pace. They're in the 90s in offense, but here's the kicker. They're not great on defense either this year. Yeah. And that's the part that's hard, because the pace is slow. It still looks like those metrics are really low. Like, people are only scoring, like they lost against James Madison 52-49. So it still looks a certain way defensively, but it's because they're playing so slow. Here's one too. James Madison beat Virginia at home and didn't have a single double-digit scorer.
Can I say one thing about that though?
Yeah.
I don't think that we should bang on Virginia too much for losing that, because one, they're losing a true road game to a good mid-major team where that kind of more or less their Super Bowl. And two, we want those games in college basketball. Having a power conference team on the road against an in-state rival is a great thing for the sport. So I applaud you, Tony Bennett. Test your team. It's not going to hurt you that much. It should not hurt you that much when it comes to tournament time, when it comes to rankings, when it comes to the national opinion. Like, we know how hard it is to win on the road. That place was rocking. James Madison, some of you people might not know this, that is a wild campus. They get after it. They party. They drink. I guarantee those students were letting loose. It's the end of finals. It was wild. You saw them storm the court. They flooded the entire court.
They earned it. They earned it.
Tony Bennett for challenging his team in that game. It sucks. You lost. Whatever. It's not going to be that bad.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. But they're not a tournament team.
They're one of the better teams in their league. They got a shot at it. And whether or not they make it, whatever.
I disagree. I
didn't get finished. But here's my thing with Virginia.
Hold on. My team to panic on is Memphis, but T.O. cut you off. My bad. Make your point. Go ahead. Be quick.
Dude, they got to shoot the ball better. Armand Franklin, 0 for 6 from 3. Tane Murray, 0 for 4. Kihei Clark, 3 of 9. They got to shoot the 3 a little bit. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit.
They got to shoot. They got to shoot the ball like it's butter, right?
And being one of the better teams in your league, that's not saying much this year in that league.
Yeah,
the ACC is not a top 4 league in America.
No, it's not. It's not. But we were. I think Doster was talking about JMU being a potential tournament team, not Virginia.
They probably are, but I don't think that Virginia is a tournament team.
No.
All I'm saying,
you won that one, Fanta. You won that one.
When it comes down to it, and you look at their resume in March, and we're talking, they'll be in the conversation on the bubble at the very least, I expect, because I think that Tony's going to find a way to do enough in a bad ACC to at least get them in the conversation. And when you look at that resume and it says bad losses, I don't think we're going to see at James Madison on there, because I expect them to be a top 150 team in the net, and I expect that to be a quad 2 loss. Quad 2 losses, those aren't backbreakers.